Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abhijit. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
So, any questions from the last class? So, just representation thing. I want to add here. Thing biggie actually. Uh, so, when we describe a Markov chain, first thing we need to keep in mind what are my states? Because depending on states, we can define it as a Markov chain or not a Markov chain. When I'm talking about Markov chain, all we need to ensure that Markovian property is being followed. Okay, so two representation. One is TPM way, which you have already seen. We define P as rain, no rain as 0.7, 0.3, 0.4, and 0.6. Another representation we give by state transition diagram. And this become important when we are dealing with continuous type Markov chain. So 0, 1, write the states and then show the transition probabilities. So this is how we present the state transition diagram. Is this clear? So either you can, when if you when asked after you define this states, either you can give a TPM representation or you can give the state transition. But state transition becomes little clumsy to draw when there are a lot of states. Now I would like you to look at this question, then we will discuss. If you cannot read any of my handwriting, let me know. Is the question clear? So here is the situation. A professor continually give exam to his students, and there is three possible of type of exams depending on the the difficulty level, and the whole class is graded as either having done well or bad. So P1, P2, P3 is actually showing that there is 30% chance that student will do well in exam 1. P2 means 60% chance of probability is 0.6 that students will do good in exam, and then similarly P3. Now the thing is, if the class done well on an exam, the next exam is equally likely to be any one of them. Suppose I gave one exam and most of you have done well. So I will give any of the three exams based on the difficulty level. But if class has done badly, then I will always give exam number 1. So looking at P1, P2, P3, can you tell me which one is the hardest difficult exam?
P1.
P1.
Very clearly it is P1 because overall class there is only 30% chance. Now we want to model this process as a Markov chain. So as I was discussing yesterday, the first thing you need to figure out what are my states, because based on the states only we can define our Markov chains. So tell me what could be our states here?
So
Done
can
well
do
and
well
done
or
bad.
can do badly.
One by one, I will write it down. Go ahead.
Sir, either they can do well or they can do badly.
Okay, let me not write it. So Akash is saying done well. Let me see, call it well and not well. Is that okay, Akash? Well, not well. Any other options? Any other way you can think you can model it? Okay, Akash. Although I'm directing all these questions towards you, but these questions are for everyone. So I believe all of you have agreed what Akash suggested, well and not well, done well. Okay, well to well. Is it a Markov chain, Akash, or well to not well? Is it a Markov chain based on whatever have been given to you?
Yes, sir. That well can be 0 and not well can be 1.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What is the Markovian property, Akash? That students have done well.
Sir, there is one factor also we need to consider, that this transition well to well or well to not well, or the other one not well to well or not well to not well, will depend on whether the class has been done properly or not. So given that class has done properly, there will be one transition matrix
Okay,
like this.
okay, Abhijit, let me not make it complicated. I'm asking very simple thing. Are you happy with these states or not? First thing.
Yes.
If you are happy, then you have to show me that this process which you are trying to, make a Markov chain follows a Markovian property. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So tell me, a class has done well in this exam and class will do well in the next exam. Are they anywhere in the problem statement given that these are following any kind of Markovian property?
Yes, in the last part, it is written that if the class done well on an exam, then the next exam is equally likely to be any of the three types.
Okay. So does that make a Markovian property? See, you are
No,
actually
sir.
referring to the right line, but you are looking at the states not correctly, all of you. Think
No,
about
sir.
it.
It cannot be there because like if it was a Markovian
Equally
chain, then
likely means not dependent. Equally likely means not dependent.
Equally likely is probability is one third, one third, one third.
Yes, that means it is not dependent because it is becoming equally likely.
but sir, the probability of next exam to be done well does not depend on the previous exam.
Okay, so this class has done well in this exam. Abhijit, let me try to help you. This class has done well in this exam. Is any way related to class will do better in the next exam? Have we given anything there?
No,
No,
sir.
that is not
Then
given.
it is not a Markov chain then.
Yes, in that sense, yes, you are right. Yes, sir.
Now read the line which you are reading is very correct. If the class done well, from there try to find out your states. Okay, for a professor, what is the process here to all of you? Or as a student, what is the process? Taking exams. So what should be the states? So let me rephrase what I'm trying to say. Rather than well or not well, isn't it this process is about
Class.
if to this exam is type 1, the next exam will be type 1, 2, or 3.
Yes, sir. It will be type 1, 2, 3 in the rows and columns.
So what are your states?
So type of exam, that is
Type of exam.
Simply exam type or type of exam, whatever you want to say. And what are the values it can take? Does that make sense? Now, so Abhijit, what you are referring to, likely to be any one of them, makes more sense when you are looking at exam type and not about whether they have done well or not well. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Now, yes, sir, it is clear now.
All of you? See, the reason I'm having all this discussion, I could have directly given you, because when you will try to model, you will be, confronted with these questions, which are my states. So it is very, very nice that you guys are getting involved and trying to have a discussion. We have to, capture it. It's like linear programming. We have to, abstract those ideas we have to take out and then based on that. So my exams are 1, 2, 3. And I would like to know if this exam is exam 1, what is the probability next exam will be 1, 2, or 3? So by means of doing this, see, there is a purpose why we are creating this TPM. We can understand what fraction of time it is exam 1, what fraction of time it is exam 2. In the long run, which one is the most likely exam? Or if this is the exam this week, third week, what could be? So all these questions can be answered if we are able to make a proper TPM. Now coming to, let me make it a little bit through assessment calculation. So in the last problem, which we have seen, it was directly given to you. Here, the probabilities are not directly given to you. You have to find those probabilities. So let's look at one-to-one transition. So first exam is type 1. Sorry, this exam is type 1. What is the probability that next exam will be type 1? How do we find this probability?
By Bayesian method, Bayes theorem.
Abhijit, we have to solve this question. Give me the numbers. How you do that? Okay, so what are the possibilities in which first exam will happen? The next exam will be first exam. Based on what are the possibilities? Let's talk about the possibility. First could be that in this exam, students have done well, right? If the students have done well, the next exam is equally likely. So there are two things. The first part is 0.3 into 1 by 3. Tell me, how did I get this?
because equally likely when divided by 1 by 3 of all the event means all the event have
Into,
same
this is not divided by.
No sir, 1 by 3 how you got given the
1
answer?
by 3 is equally likely, na?
Yes sir.
So 0.3 is the probability that in exam 1, students have done well. So 30% chances that students will do well. That into equally likely of to be any one of the exams. So for exam 1, it is 1 by 3. Does that make sense? So here are two processes. First, students have done students have done well in exam 1 and next exam is of type 1. So what is the probability of students have done well in exam 1? P1 0.3. Is this clear?
Yes.
And probability में and का मतलब क्या होता है? What does and stands for? Multiplication. Or stands for addition. Next exam is of type 1 because it is equally likely to be any one of the exams. So the probability is simply 1 by 3. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
All of you. Abhijit, does this make sense?
Sir, it makes sense, but this is still not complete. 0.3.
Yeah, it is
1
not
by
complete.
3.
I agree. It is not complete. It is just the first part.
It is the first part. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. The first part.
So this is the first part. You will have exam 1 as a next exam. The second part, I'm putting a or here, or in the probability means plus. Now, the second part is what is the in other way the exam 1 can happen? Students have?
So
Done badly.
next part should be 0.7 into 1.
Yes, not done well. And next exam is of type 1. So this into plus, students have not done well, 1 minus 0.3, which is 0.7 into, because if they have not done well, it is always the exam 1. So the probability is 1. So complete probability is 0.3 into 1.3 into 0 plus 0.7 into. Look at it carefully and tell me whether it makes sense to all of you.
Sir, can you re-explain the one part, like 0.7,
Which part?
one white one?
Okay. So what does this line say? Want to complete this part. This much. So students have not done well. So that probability is 0.7, Gaurav.
Yes, sir.
Now, if they have not done well, it is always exam type 1. So what is the probability of this to be exam type 1? It is certain, na?
Yes, sir, it is certain.
So 0.7 into 1.
Yes.
All right, guys. Okay. Any questions here? So here, what the reason I have picked this example is that always when you are making Markov chains, like last example, all the probabilities will not be given to you on plate. You have to find those probability. Okay. Now, current this exam is type 1. What is the probability that next exam will be type 2? So what are the possibilities here? How many possibilities with which next exam could be?
0.3 into 1 by
Only
3.
one.
There is only one such possibility, that is that students have done well. So 0.3 into
1 by 3.
1.3. Similarly, 0.3 into 1 by 3. Okay, so whenever you make TPM now, always ensure that you add these up and see whether it is equals to 1 or not. Just check whether it is equals to 1 or not.
Yes, sir, it is equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so sum will always be come out to be equals to 1. Now I will give you 2 to 1. Tell me, how do we get from 2 to 1? That this exam is type 2, next exam will be type 1. How do we find that?
So in the same way, instead of a 0.3, we will be writing 0.6 and 0.7 will be replaced by 0.4. Remaining
Very
will
good.
continue
So
same structure.
0.6 is the probability that they will do in the first exam, second exam, and that by the probability 1/3, or 1 minus 0.6, this is 0.4 into 1. And similarly, you can fill up all the values. I'm not giving you all the, you have to work on it and find all the value. Is this clear how 2 to 1 is done?
Yes.
Chalo. Now, if this example is clear, I'm confident that now this, read this one very carefully. Do not jump to try to solve it. First read it carefully and then tell me how we should proceed. भोलेनाथ। Is the question clear, guys? So as we have seen example one, where we have look at the weather of a city. Now, again, we are looking at the weather of the city, but whether it will rain or not today will depend on previous 2 days. And based on that, different probabilities are given. So tell me what could be your states here? Class. What could be our states here?
Sir,
Sir, will it be yesterday, today, or and tomorrow? Will it rain or not? Like divided
I don't know. Give me the states. Tell me what are the states. Define your states, because depending on states, you will be able to convert it into a Markov chain or not.
sir, I have just one point before talking about the state. Is it always that the transition matrix will be a square matrix, or it can be anything?
It has to be square matrix.
Okay.
Because if it is not a square matrix, you will not be able to get the full rank.
Okay, sir. weather condition of consecutive 2 days.
Abhijit, your voice is not clear. Can you please repeat again?
States can be weather condition for consecutive 2 days.
Yes, tell me how do we define such state?
So we'll be
Okay,
defining.
before we jump into that, Abhijit, let me, for the benefit of the class, can we model it as rain, not rain, rain, not rain? Any one of you, if this kind of model is coming to your mind or not? Anyone? That we can model it as two-state system, rain, not rain, and not rain, rain. If it is not coming, that is very good. I'm really happy that you are able to see it, because most of the time I have to explain students why this is not right. So if it is coming to your mind, I will explain why it is not right. But if you think that this is wrong, then I will not discuss. I will go directly to what Abhijit is saying. Okay, Abhijit, please.
Sir, I will define the state consecutive 2 days as R, NR, RR, R, NR, NR, then R, and then
Okay.
NR, NR.
Okay. Okay. So if you try to model it as this one, the problem is it is raining today and it will rain tomorrow. So it is not following Markovian property because it depends on 2 days instead of what is happening yesterday. That's why such model will not work. We have to define what we call it as the process ideally is not a Markov chain, but the way we will define the state, it becomes a Markov chain. So we'll define it as 0 if it rained both today and yesterday. So Abhijit, in your terms, it is RR, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, one is if it rained today, but not yesterday. This is your Rn. Second state I will define as if it rained yesterday, but not today. This I will define as NR. Okay. And finally, third one I will define as if it did not rain both the days, either of the day. This I will can define as N. So first one is if it rained both today and yesterday. Second one is if it rained today. Actually, my mistake. It should be NR. The second one is today. This should be RN. So this is today and this is yesterday. Okay, so this is how we are defining our states. If we define our states like this, we get rid of this so that I can write the probabilities here. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now the interesting part. Tell me the probability. So 0 to 0. What does 0 to 0 means?
Sir, it will be 0.7 as it is rained for the for days and.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
writing it, but we'll discuss it later. What is 0 to 1?
So 0.
Why?
Sir, as it is talking about it, if it is rain but not
Because it is contradicting. Because one
yes, sir.
time we are saying today rain, another state we are saying not rain.
Okay, so benefit of everyone in the class, although they are not discussing, think of it as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so when I say 0, 0 looks something like this, right? It has rained both day. But days, we are defining the states, two of the days together. But raining and not raining is happening on every day, right? So when I move from 0 to 0, it should look something like this. Does it make sense? So what I'm saying, if it has rained Monday and Tuesday, it will rain on Wednesday. If it is 0, 0, then, but if I'm trying to go from 0 to 1, 0 to 1 is it has rained on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm saying it is raining today but not yesterday. So that is violating, because we already know that on Tuesday it has rained. Does that make sense, guys?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are taking 2 at a time. Harshvardhan,
Yes, sir.
this is your state 0.
Yes, sir.
And if this will be P00, that means it has rained Monday, Tuesday, it has rained Tuesday, Wednesday. Does that make sense?
No, sir.
अच्छा, अगर तुम Wednesday में हो and it is raining and it has rained yesterday also, so what state you are in?
In the first state, sir, it is raining today and yesterday both. 0.
0, na?
Yes, sir.
When you are on Tuesday and it is raining and it has rained yesterday also, then what state you are in?
So then also in the 0 state, sir.
So when I say P00, actually I'm standing here, right? On Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
And I'm saying it is state 0 because Monday and Tuesday it has rained. Now I'm trying to predict whether it will rain on Wednesday or not. When I look at Wednesday, I have to look at what has happened yesterday also, because we are taking 2 days at a time. See,
Yes, sir.
states are defined looking at 2 days at a time, but rains are happening on every day, na? Rain or no rain. So the only way it can rain on Wednesday, it can rain on Wednesday if it has rained Monday and Tuesday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. Or second option could be that it has rained Monday and Tuesday, but it is not raining on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is your state 2.
2.
Any other state, it will be 0. So based on that, this will become 0.3 and this will become 0. Just look at it carefully and tell me whether it is making sense or not. If it does not, I understand. It takes time to sink in. I will try to explain further.
Sir, here is the time step is for 2 days.
Was that?
Time step for this question is 2 days.
Yeah.
So why you are doing like Monday? From my side, it's like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday. The condition for Wednesday may be rain or and Thursday for not rain. Like then only we can do.
Suppose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you are doing. You are saying you should make it like this. Is this correct? My understanding is correct?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to know whether it is raining on Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday or Monday without unless you look at it at individually? See, the state landscape is kind of moving window. So these two makes one state. These two makes another state. These two makes third state, fourth state, right?
Yes, sir.
If I ask you, suppose if I ask you a question, tell me whether it is raining on Wednesday or not, given that it has rained on Monday and Tuesday. How would you model that? You have to take Monday, Tuesday transition and then Tuesday, Wednesday transition. This 0 means what? It is raining today and it has rained yesterday. This 0 means it is raining today, it has rained yesterday. So to know whether it is raining on Wednesday or not, I need to take Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So similar logic, why 1 has become 0. So suppose Monday, Tuesday, I'm saying that it is raining. And on Wednesday, I'm saying 1. What is the definition of 1? It has rained today, but not yesterday. So what it is saying that, let me write rain also, that it is raining today, but it did not rain yesterday. And that contradicts because we already know on Tuesday it has rained. So such transition is not possible. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
ये तुम्हारा यस बड़ा फीबल सा आ रहा है.
Sir, can we not take the states as weather of today, yesterday, and tomorrow, 3 different days?
I mean, can you tell me how should I put the state as? Go ahead.
Means now we are taking the states as if rain today and yesterday.
Yeah.
So if we take today, yesterday, and tomorrow, because tomorrow is also there, now we can take independently, I think.
Tomorrow is future state, right?
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow is future state. I'm in today. So only thing I can do is I can take Monday and Tuesday together, Tuesday and Wednesday together. And Wednesday for me is future. I'm sitting on Monday. I'm standing at Tuesday knowing that Monday it has rained. Now I'm trying to predict whether it will rain on Wednesday or not. If it rain, then it will become 0. Tuesday, Wednesday state. Because the moment you try to take tomorrow also as a part of the state, then there is no state actually, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any other question, guys? You understood why 1 and 3 are not possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I understood.
All of you? If you have understood, tell me 1 to 0 transition.
So it will be 0.50, 0.50.
Okay, that means you have understood. So
Yes.
I'm giving you all other values here. You think which one is happening and which one is not happening and why. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's.
Sir, where is 0.6?
I'm sorry.
Second. From 2, 0.4 and 0.6 is
Oh, sorry, 0.6. Okay.
okay, sir.
Now, let's look at very interesting example. Many of the time series modeling is based on this. Although I'm teaching it as an example, but in itself, it is a big area. It's called random walk model. Have you heard this term random walk so far? Have you heard this term random walk? Time series modeling?
Sir.
Have you heard time series modeling? Nothing. Okay, I know you have heard, but you don't want to talk. But anyway, so random walk model is nothing but your, in time series, when you add that plus epsilon, when you are trying to estimate something. So what you are saying that the stock prices are moving randomly. What is the idea of random walk? The idea it was introduced. Just think of a drunk man who comes out of a bar and he's taking one step right and one step wrong. Okay, so there are probabilities associated with it. It could be 0.5, 0.5. So suppose he started from a bar and he need to reach his home, which is n blocks away. So he is taking one right step or he can take a left step. So suppose he has taken one right step and then taken left, then again left, then again left, then he has taken right, right, right. Okay, so we are interested in modeling this walk as a Markov chain. Now, if you look at it, if he's standing here, the future step can be either he can go on this side or he can go on this side. It does not matter how he reached. He could have reached here after so many steps. Okay, so this is indeed a Markov chain. Now the question is, what could be the states? Suppose if I put 0 where he had started his walk, now he can take a right or he can take a left. If he keeps moving towards the right, he will reach his home and blocks away, or let's say no blocks are given, he will reach his home or in the direction he needs to move. If he's taking a left step, so suppose P and 1 minus P probability, he's taking these steps. So what are my steps? What are my states?
So we can define two states as +1 and -1, and the state can be Sn summation after n sum over xn.
I say
Because
we
we
cannot
don't
define
know
states.
after starting 0 at any state what is the state number.
So tell me what are the states, Abhijit? So let's say you say one of the state is 0. If I understood right, one of the state is 0 from where he is starting.
0 +1 -1.
Is that correct? So if I put it here 0 +1 and -1, 0 +1 and -1. Okay, so what is the probability that he will jump from 0 to state 0? If he is in currently,
0.
this is 0. What is the probability he will jump from +1 from 0?
P.
What is the probability he can jump from 1 to 0?
Again 1 minus P.
And P. And -1, it is -1 to 0, he will be, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, so 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 0 to -1. Is he reaching his your destination based on this matrix TPM? Suppose at any point of time, suppose he started here, he has taken 1, 2, 3 left step. So he is at -3. When he is at -3, do we really know how many -1s he has taken to reach here? So what should be his state? This is not correct because it is only considering whether he is taking right step or left step. It is not taking him to his home after n steps.
No,
Does that make
sir, that's why I said Sn equal to summation of xn, and xn can be this thing that taking positive or taking right, left or right.
What is that? Can you repeat again?
So I'm defining one variable xn, and that has a two state. Whether it's taking
Abhijit, you cannot define too many variables and then say these are my states and I will submit over. First, try to understand. State definitions are very clear. If I ask you at any point of time, suppose the his tour starts at time 0, x0. If I ask you x5, you have to tell me how many steps he is from 0, right?
Sir, either he is reaching to the final destination will be the 1, sir. If it is not, then it will be the 1 minus P. Because, sir, if it is taking the backward step, then definitely it will be 1 minus P.
So ideally, if you look at it, his walk can be modeled as this. Although I'm calling it -1, -2, -3, but you can give it a number. So although it won't be an infinite loop because it may end at n, this is how his walk should be. I'll tell you why. Sort why. Okay, P 1 minus P, P 1 minus P, P 1 minus P, P. sorry, 1 minus P, P, 1 minus P, 1 minus P. Because I need to know the position at which he is at any point of time after taking a particular number of steps. Coming back to your idea of summing xn, right, Abhijit?
Yes, sir.
How do I know xn at x equals x5? All I know is this transition. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I only know whether he has taken from current state, whether he has taken a positive step or negative step. That's all we know, right?
Yes.
We do not know what x5 would be in that case.
Mm.
So that is the reason our xn needs to be defined as like how many steps he has taken left or right from 0. So when I say x5 equals to 3, that means at fifth discrete step, 3 is 3 meters to the right to the bar, right? Now, how can this 3 can come? He can take first step right, second step wrong, then third step right, right, right. So 2 plus 3, x5 equals to 3. With this model, I cannot say x5 equals to 3 or 2 or 1. I only know plus 1 or minus 1 in this case. So this is what is called random walk model, and it is a Markov chain, and it is used extensively in forecasting, time series modeling, stock pricing modeling, and all that. So rather than really drawing the, you can always draw the matrix, but we just put it as pi comma I plus 1 minus p equals to pi comma I minus 1. This is actually representing your TPM. Not necessarily you have to draw the matrix all the time. You can just get this one also. Okay, based on this, I will discuss with you a very interesting gambling model, but let's take a break. Okay, so I'm taking a little early break. So 10:50, we'll again meet at 11. Okay, think of any questions you have in the meanwhile. And it seems I just received an email. Not sure it is true for PG students also or not. There will be offline exam. So be ready for that. Chalo. See you in 10 minutes.
Sir, your voice broke in between. I could not hear you, sir.
Sir,
I
for
have
PG,
just,
sir, for PG also, sir, for first years. Sir, it is for,
it does not say anything specifically. All students except the first year UG students, there will be an offline exams. So that includes all of you. That is my understanding. Maybe a more clarification might come, that I don't know. But all the students except the first year UG students admitted through JEE Advanced 2021 will be called to the campus before 31st March for the offline test.
But sir, we didn't got the official mail from individually. Like we are saying that
That's a
message.
Gaurav, I'm not saying that whatever mail I have got right now, I'm just telling you the line says all students except first year UG students. So it may be or it may not be, I do not know, maybe it is only for UG students. But keep in mind that online exams.
Sir, yesterday all UG students got their mail, but PGs didn't get any kind of the information from the college. Maybe, sir, today they will
See,
send us.
dual degree is still considered UG student, right?
Yes, sir.
So if dual degree is considered UG students, and if they will be appearing for exam online, so I really offline, so I do not know. This is just half-baked information, guys. I'm telling you what email I have got right now, so that give you a hint that there are chances that it will be an offline exam. So be ready for that. सुख वाले दिन अब बीत गए हैं, उससे ले लेंगे, इससे ले लेंगे, अपने सब करना होगा, तो be serious. Anyway, see you in 10 minutes.
सर जो एग्जाम हो गया उसका क्या होगा?
जो हो गया सो ऑलरेडी मार्क्स हैं ही.
वो दोबारा नहीं देना पड़ेगा, right?
Of course not. वो midterm था, right? See, Abhijit, I really do not have clarity right now, but the email which I have just received, I gave you a heads up that there are chances that there will be offline exam. That's all. That was the only information purpose. Whatever extra information may you get through the Beam PG or through some other channel, but keep in mind there are chances that there will be an online exam, offline exam. Okay.
Sir, in the end term, like what will be the syllabus like after midterm or full syllabus?
What do you want?
Sir, half.
नहीं तब तो full रखेंगे तानु. तुम already have studied all these things, right? You have already studied all this in stochastic process. For you it will be full. For everyone else it will be half. ठीक है?
No, sir, please, sir.
Okay, चलो. I will see you guys. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
I
you
hope
have-
you guys are back. Yes, Gaurav, anything?
Yes, sir. Can you just scroll up? Sir?
I'm sorry?
Can you just scroll up, sir? I have a doubt.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just move. Sir.
Go ahead.
I have a doubt about the this matrix of 0 plus 1 minus 1, 0 plus 1 minus 1. Sir, how you got the P for plus 1 and minus 1? Row for plus 1 and column for minus 1. You wrote the value of P. I didn't
So he
able to.
takes a right, I have not mentioned, he takes a right with probability P and left with probability 1 minus P. That is known. It can be 0.5, 0.5. It can be P is higher and 1 minus P is less. Sorry, yeah. So that is given to you.
So how you got that plus 1 to minus 1? Like if he take first step is to right and then he take
Actually,
he
this is wrong. It should be 1 minus P here. Actually, this is not really relevant for me. But anyway, this is not the right matrix, right? So he can go from minus 1 to 0. Actually, it is 1. Yeah, that is also something wrong here. If he enters minus 1, he can go to 0 with probability P.
P.
He can go to 0 with probability P. Yeah, in fact, that also makes it a wrong Markov chain. That is also a right way to look at it. So that is the reason it is not a Markov chain. We have to define this Markov chain as like this. So some of this is not adding up to 1.
No, sir. Actually, this is not 0 plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 is a step, right or left, and it will not end there. It's a infinite matrix, both in row wise, column wise. So it will be the yes. That is not correct actually.
That's why I was trying to say, if you want to put it as minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So actually random walk, although we say that number of states needs to be finite, it will be a very large number. And that's why the next model which I have written, finite state random walk. So many times, although it is a discrete time Markov chain, but number of states can be infinite. But rather than saying we infinite, we say countably very large number. Does that make sense? He might start taking all the, left steps. So -5, -6. In this case, you will have a proper Markov chain as I have to. So let me put a dot, dot, dot and dot, dot, dot in this side. So many times we also call it as an infinite random walk. When we make it a finite random walk, that is what I want to discuss next. That is your gambling model. Is it clear, Gaurav?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So let me write a gambler who at each play of the game either wins ₹1 with probability P or loses ₹1 with probability 1 minus P. Gambler quits playing either when he is broke, he goes broke, or wins a fortune of N rupees. Model gambler's fortune as a Markov chain. So there is a game, let's say any kind of game, you can say or just coin throw in the casino or the 21 or blackjack, whatever you are playing. In each play, you can bet only 1 rupees. Either you will win 1 rupees or you will lose 1 rupees. Okay. So gambler quits playing. He is a rational gambler. The moment he goes to N rupees, he stops playing. He does not play further. So there are only two ways in which he stops playing. Either he goes broke, that means he is just left with 0 rupees, or he has earned a fortune of N rupees. So now tell me, I'm saying model gambler's fortune as a Markov chain. So what are my states of gambler's fortune? Straightforward, right?
Winning and losing, sir.
Okay, winning and losing. Is it really modeling gambler's fortune?
No, sir. It will be same as states will be 0, 1, 2 up to N.
0, 1, 2, up to N. Now tell me which one among these is right. See, Moningi, I am not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Moni, what is it?
Moningi.
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 Okay, Moningi. If you're looking from win to win, is it really a Markov chain? What Markov chain says? Your future only depends on where you are right now. So suppose in this game you have won, next game you will win or lose. Does it has anything to do with Markov chains here? And more precisely, we are trying to model the gambler's fortune. Does it tell you the gambler's fortune? How much rupees he has right now?
No, sir.
So the 0 rupees to N rupees is his fortune. In between, he will be lying somewhere. So suppose if he has 0 rupees, what is the probability that he will remain at 0 rupees or at 1 rupees or 2 rupees and so on? Tell me that probability. चलो इसको और सिंपल देते हैं. He started with playing with 1 rupees. So what is the probability that he will go to 0 rupees?
So
1 minus 2.
1 minus p.
What is the probability that he will remain at 1 rupees in next game also?
So 0.
0, because the moment he bet 1 rupees, either he will become 0 or he will earn 1 more rupees, so his fortune becomes 2. Is this correct? All other values will be 0. Now, suppose he plays with 2 rupees. What is the probability that he can go to state 0? That is 0 rupees. See, in each play, he's only betting 1 rupees. Keep that in mind.
So 0.
0.
So he cannot go from 2 to 0. He can go from 2 to 1, that he will lose 1 rupees with probability 1 minus p, or his fortune can go to 3 if he wins 1 rupees. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, two interesting states here, 0 and N. If he has 0 rupees, can he go to 1 rupees?
Yes, sir.
If he has 0 rupees, he has nothing to bet, right?
Oh, sorry, sir. No, sir.
He will remain there. He is broke, he cannot play any further. If he earns N rupees, can he go to 0 rupees?
No, sir.
He will quit playing, right?
Yes, sir.
So he will stay at 1, everything else is 0. Is this clear, guys?
Sir, in the first row, we have 2 ones.
In the,
first.
oh, sorry. Okay. Fine now.
Yes, sir.
Now, this state 0 and N are called absorbing state. Once entered, they are never left. So at least on that day, if he goes broke or if he earns the n rupees, he will not play any further. So game stops there. All this while I forget to mention your P is, it is 0, P less than 1. Okay. Now coming to
The
something that
first element is not so clear, sir. 0, 0, why is it 1? Does it mean he has in broke, he stopped playing?
which one? The last one?
The first and the last.
Okay. If he goes broke, can he play further? So suppose you have started with 5 rupees. Now you have lost everything. Can you further play the game in a casino or wherever you are betting?
No, sir.
So what state you will remain? So your current state is you have 0 rupees. Your next state will always be 0 rupees. You are not going to change it to 1 or 2 rupees until unless you go borrow someone some money and come back and start. But if you start, you will start somewhere over here, not in the 0 rupees. Broke means what? You do not have any money to play. If you do not have any money to play, you are in that state. You cannot leave that state. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. But 1 we have kept probability 1. Why? That is the only probability.
What does one probability means? This, what exactly it tries to tell you? That your current state is 0. Next, you will jump to your next state, right? Your
Yes,
next state can be 1, 2, 3, and is it possible?
no.
So you will be in what state all this time, no matter how many jumps you make.
Always be in 0 state.
So what is the
Yes.
probability?
Yes, sir. Yes. No.
Similarly, true for n also, because once you have n rupees, either you have left the casino, so ideally you are at n rupees only. It is not changing. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
but n to n minus 1, there can be some probability, no, sir, in the last row. No, when n is there, it stopped there.
See, read this. Gamblers quit playing
It's playing.
either
Okay,
when
sir.
he goes
Okay, sir.
broke or wins a fortune. So I would say he's a very rational gambler. He knows that I should not play any further. He leaves the casino.
Okay, sir. Understood. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Now this last class, Abhijit has raised this. So far we have seen one step
Sir,
transition.
sir,
Yes.
before going to end step, so I have a point. In this previous thing, can we represent it is like, suppose at any stage the probability that I am at state n, Pn equal to Pn minus 1 into P and Pn plus 1 into P, or n minus 1 into P and plus Pn plus 1 into 1 minus P. Can it be represented like that?
You can put as P0 Pn P00 Pn1 equals to 1 and then Pi comma I plus 1 equals to 1 minus Pi comma I minus 1. I plus 1. Just a second. Huh. You have to represent the TPM like this
Okay. Okay.
because these are your absorbing states. So you have to uh, present it differently than the rest of the other states which are between 1 to n minus 1. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So far we have seen what we call, there is a one hidden here which tells you one step transition. What does one step transition means? So suppose if I give you our first example, rain and not rain. 0 is rain, 1 is not rain. Your probabilities are 0.7 and 0.3, 0.4 and 0.1. If I tell you it is raining on Monday, what is the probability that it will rain on Tuesday? If I give this TPM, one step transition, if I ask a question, what would be your answer? It is raining on Monday. What is the probability that it will rain on Tuesday?
0.1.
Hmm?
0.1.
0.7.
0.7, sir.
7.
So actually P00 you are talking about, that is 0.7. Is this correct? Easy? Any
Yes, it is
questions
correct.
here? Now let me change it a little bit. It is raining on Monday. What is the probability that it is raining on Thursday? How do you find this probability?
By Bayesian theorem, we can.
Okay, chalo find karte hain. Interesting. So it is raining on Monday, Tuesday,
Sir,
Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, Monday it is raining. It is state zero.
sir, before doing the, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So this P matrix is it is not between any dates. It is just between two dates. So if we multiply P into P, then it will be again two-step transition.
Yeah, that is what CK equation gives you. So before I get into CK equation, I will show you using Bayes theorem how you are getting the same thing, right?
Okay, sir.
So definitely that is what we are planning to do. But why that is true, that I will try to explain from here. So Monday it is raining. What are the two possibilities on Tuesday?
Rain, not rain.
Hmm?
Rain and
Rain,
not.
not rain. 0 or
So
1.
it can rain with probability 0.7. It can not rain with probability how much?
0.3. 3.
0.3.
Now on Tuesday, again, I will have two probabilities. Either it will rain with probability 0.7 tomorrow or not rain with probability 0.3. Similarly, with 1, it can rain tomorrow with probability. What would be these probabilities? 1 to 0, 0.4 and 0.6. Good so far?
Yes, sir.
Again, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. I'm only interested in this one. So 0 to 0 probability is how much? 0.7. 1 to 0 probability is 0.4. 0 to 0 is 0.7. And 1 to 0 is 0.4. This is, I'm only interested in, it is raining on Thursday. So I will add these probabilities. So can you give me what the total probabilities would be equals to?
Sir, multiply it. Like we have to multiply the 0.7 into 0.7 into 0.7.
So 0.7 into 0.7 into 0.7. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
That's all?
No, sir, we'll also add 0.7 into
We have so many paths.
0.7 into 0.3 into 0.4 plus 0.3 into 0.4 and 0.7. And then last.
So let me, for calculation purpose, let me change the question to Wednesday. बहुत ज़्यादा calculation हो जा रहा है. So let me just change it to raining on Wednesday. So let me remove this much. Okay. So I'm only interested in this 0 and this 0. So the path, the sample path which I was talking about you earlier. So I can 0, 0, 0. This is one possibility. And 0, 1, 0. This is another possibility. This probability is 0.7 into 0.7. This probability is 0.3 into 0.4. This is 0.49. This is 0.12. This is 0.61. Okay, this will be the probability. You agree?
Yes, sir.
चलो इसको देखते हैं कि मार्कोव चेन्स में कैसे इसको ले आते हैं. So the way to do is called CK equations. Is also known as Kolmogorov equation. In short form, CK equation. So what CK equation says, we can define n step transitions probabilities Pijn to be the probability that process is in state I will be in state J after n additional transitions. So mathematically, Pij nothing but P x n plus k equals to Ga, given that xk equals to I for n greater than equal to 0, I comma j greater than equal to 0. So simply Pij. So what CK equation gives you? Pij n plus m equals to summation k equals to 0 to infinity Pi k Pi k into n into P k j m for all n and m greater than equal to 0 for all I comma j. Now here Pik into Pkj, this represents the probability that starting in the ith state, process will go to state j in n plus m transition through a path which takes into state k at the nth transition. इसको थोड़ा सा समझने के लिए let me help you with one example. I mean illustration. Suppose I'm looking at rain, dry, dry, rain, dry, rain, dry, dry, rain. Okay. So suppose this is my state I, and after n plus m transition, I want to reach to state j. So to go from this rain to rain, that is n plus m transition total, it has to go through other states. Do you agree? Can it really jump from here to here directly?
No, sir.
It needs to go through something like this. So suppose this is my k. So what it can go through I to k and k to j. Now this k could be here, this k could be here, this k could be here, this k could be anywhere. So that's why we need to add up all the possible k's, which is equivalent to this example. This is your k, this is your I, this is your j. Does this make sense? So you need to add all the k's possible. And this is what we are trying to do. So suppose we are interested in Pij n plus m. That means starting in I, process take n plus m steps to reach to j. In between at nth step, so suppose this is n steps and this is m steps. I am dividing into n plus m steps. It has to be in some states, then only it can go. इसको थोड़ा सा मैं इस तरह से भी रिप्रेजेंट करता हूं. Suppose it started in rain. This is my state I, which was rain. It took the first transition, मतलब next day dry हो सकता है. So let me make a path, just one path. Let's say I'm trying to look at 3-step transition. So it is raining today. I want to know after 3 stays whether it is raining or not. So let's see. Suppose it is raining today. Can this be one path? First transition, second transition, third transition. Agree? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Second path could be next day it was dry. Next day it was dry, and again it rained. So 3 steps, again it came back to rain. That could be another part. So let me write it as rain, rain, rain. Second could be rain, dry, dry, rain. And this is my I, which is rain. And this is my J. It is raining. What could, let me see if I can make one more path. So one more path could be next day it rained, then dry, and again it rained. So rain, rain, dry, rain. So these are nothing but my keys. And this is what, if you remember, we have added this into this into this, which will give me the desired J value. Okay. So that is the importance of K there, that from I to J, it needs to traverse through some K. And that K could be sum of all the K's possible, which we have done. So here K is 0, here K is 1. I'm trying to add all those K's. Suppose we are adding it to find this one. So in this terms, it looks little difficult, but if we work with matrices, Pn plus M is nothing but Pn into Pm. So if I want to calculate P2, I just need to multiply the transition probability matrix to each other dot product. If I want P4, I need to do P2 into P2. If I want P5, I just need to do P4 into P1. Make sense? What is CK equation?
Sorry, there is one confusion. Like P4, not only P2 into P2, it will be P1 into P3. It can, isn't it, sir?
You can define it as any way. I use
Okay.
P2 because I already have P2 here.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. So now coming to our original matrix 0.7, 0.3, 0.4, 0.1. So the first question is, suppose this is my P. If it is raining today, what is the probability that it will rain on Wednesday? So how many transition from Monday to Wednesday? So raining today, which is a Monday. Let's say it is raining on Monday. What is the probability that it will rain on Wednesday? So how many transitions are there?
2 transition.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 2 transition. I need to find P2. Go ahead, give me the value of P2. What is the value of P2?
So 0.61, 0.39, 0.58.
0.61, 0.39, 0.58, and
52, sir, sorry, 52.
52 and
0.48.
0.48. Now give me this probability. If it is raining on Monday, what is the probability that it will rain on Wednesday? What is that probability?
So 0.61.
0.61, sir.
So write P002 equals to 0.61. Is it the same probability which we got earlier using Bayes theorem?
Yes, sir.
We got 0.61 here also. And more interestingly, what you will see that it is nothing but the ways I can achieve 0 for Wednesday is simply the multiplication and addition of these two. This we have already seen here. This is one path and this is another path with which it can be raining on Wednesday. So is the L-state transition clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me see, there was one more interesting example. Yeah. So let me go back to this example. Okay. Here I'm asking you that it is rained on Monday and Tuesday. What is the probability it will rain on Thursday? So I'm writing it here only so that you can look at this matrix. It rained on Monday and Tuesday. What is the probability that it will rain on Thursday? Okay, so it rained on Monday and Tuesday. What is the probability that it will rain on Thursday? I want this probability.
For this only, there is a two-step transition, sir.
How much?
Two-step transition.
Okay, get the two-step transition, give me the probability. Do the two-state transition. Let me put this here so that it is easier to work with later. So my probability matrix is how much it was? 0.7, 0, 0.3, and 0, 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0, 0, 0.4, 0, 0.6, 0, 0.2, 0, 0.8. Okay, this is my probability matrix, and the question is Monday and Tuesday it is raining. Probability that raining on Thursday, and 0 is rain. I'm putting it as today and yesterday so that no confusion. 1 is rain today but not yesterday. 2 is rained yesterday but not today, and 3 is not rained yesterday and today. So definitely Monday and Tuesday. First we need to understand how many transitions we need to go to Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 2 at a time. First transition, second transition, you will reach to the Thursday part. So I should put it like this. Monday, Tuesday it is raining. So I will go to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Wednesday, Thursday. So first transition, second transition. This is my current state. So I need to find P2. If I ask this question like this, you don't need to calculate the complete P2. You can only calculate the relevant values also. But what are those relevant values? You need to think about it. You cannot just jump into find. I mean, I'm not really interested in that you find the complete P2 matrix. Just find me the probability that raining on Thursday.
Sir, what is your question, sir? Raining on Thursday in which condition, sir?
Monday and Tuesday it is raining. What is the probability that it is raining on Thursday?
Sir, 0.61.
Very good, 0.61. How did you get that?
Sir, it will be if we find P2.
Okay, give me the first column. Sorry, first row value.
Sir, 0.49 and 0.12. So it will be, sir, I have found these two values only because it will be addition of these two values.
Okay, so very right. That is what I wanted to highlight upon. What are the conditions in which, if you look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what are the states in which you can be for Thursday to be raining? So first state is definitely from Monday, Tuesday raining. It went to Tuesday, Wednesday raining, and then it went to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday raining. So you are interested in P002. Apart from that, there is another way it can rain on Thursday. That is Monday, Tuesday, it was raining. Tuesday, Wednesday, what state it should be from 0 to 2 if I want to go? Are you getting my question? So it was raining Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, straightforward P002. Apart from that, what else I need to add to it? In what case there can be a Thursday raining? There can be a situation then where it is not raining on Wednesday, but it is raining on Thursday. It is raining. Is this situation possible?
Yes, sir.
So if this situation is possible, what is the transition I'm interested in?
P012. Yes, sir.
Right? So it is 0.49 plus 0.12. That comes out to be 0.61. Did you get why Thursday? There are two ways in which it can rain on Thursday. First, all days it is raining, or on Wednesday it is not raining. And Wednesday not raining is, that means it is raining today, Thursday, but it did not rain on yesterday, which was Wednesday. Does that make sense? किसको समझ में नहीं आया?
Sir, I was thinking that it should be P02. Monday, Tuesday it raining. Wednesday it not rain, but Tuesday it rain. 02.
Monday, Tuesday it is already given to you that it is raining, right?
Yes, sir. Monday, Tuesday raining. Then next step will be, we are considering Tuesday and Wednesday.
It is raining.
Raining on Tuesday and not raining on Wednesday is second one.
Yeah.
Then the third transition, Wednesday raining and Thursday also raining. I was thinking in that way.
How can Wednesday it is not raining and then it is raining? That is it possible?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
There are two ways. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All of them are raining. So you are making a transition from this 0, 0 to this 0, 0. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is raining, not raining, and raining. So from 0, you are making a transition to 1. Here, from 0, you are making a transition to 0. So all those two numbers need to be added to find what is the probability. Does that make sense, guys?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. If
Yes,
you want
go ahead.
to get the idea about the Wednesday, So it will be a one transition. So how can you get that for the Wednesday? Because we can't multiply two matrix. Because here we multiplied two matrix because there is a two transition. So
Your question is not clear, Gaurav. Can you repeat again?
sir, how can we define for the Wednesday, sir?
Why do I need to define everything for Wednesday? All I know that given that it is raining on Monday and Tuesday, and I want this to be raining, right? Agree?
Yes.
What are the two possibilities on Wednesday? Either it is raining or it is not raining. Right?
Yes, sir.
So my starting state is 0, 0. My end state is 0, 0, or my state is 0, 1. So I'm starting from P002 transition or P012 transition. My I is 0, J is 0, or my I is 0, J is 1. In both the cases, it will rain on Thursday. Are you getting it?
Yes, I got that. But
What you are saying in between, so it may have made a transition like this. Let me try to show you. Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm in 0, 0. After two transition, I want to come back to 0, 0. So this is that two transition.
Yes, sir.
Or I'm in 0, 0. I can go to 0, 0 again or 0, 1 again. Right? That could be another transition possible.
Yes.
So we need to add both the cases in which it is raining on Thursday. That's why I'm also adding 0, 1. It cannot be just 0, 0. We have to look at all the possibilities in which it is raining on Thursday. And that path could be 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0, 1 or 0, 1, 1. Actually, अगर तुम देखो तो कौन सा path it follow किया है? If I'm looking at
yes, sir, I got that, sir. I have a doubt about the how can we have a question for defined for the Wednesday only, sir. So not for the Thursday.
If it is defined for Wednesday.
Yes, means we have a question for define the condition of for the Wednesday only, not go
Wednesday के लिए कितना transition चाहिए, Gaurav?
one step transition.
One step तो हमारे पास already है वो.
Okay, see that what I
Yeah. What I want to show you interesting thing, when we started this, let me draw this matrix. What I wanted to show you, when you started this, one step transition, you cannot go from 0 to 1. But in two step transition, you can go from 0 to 1. Isn't it interesting?
Yes, yes, sir.
It did not seem that you can go from state 0 to 1 in one step transition, but in two step transition, you can see that you can go from 0 to 1. Why? Because of these paths. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me try to show you. 0, 1, 2, 3 probabilities क्या थे? I'm not writing probabilities. I'm just giving you the links. ठीक है? 0 से 0 जा सकते हो, 0 से 2 जा सकते हो, based on the probabilities. 1 से you can go to 0, and from 1 you can go to 2. From 2 you can go to 1, and from 2 you can go to 3. From 3 you can go to 1, and from 3 you can remain in 3. These are the probabilities. I'm not now. When you take at one step transition, जब तुम सिर्फ एक ही स्टेप कर रहे हो तो तुम 0 से या तो 0 पे जा सकते हो या 0 से 2 पे जा सकते हो. This is the only possibility. Agree?
Yes.
But when you are making two step transitions, from 0 you can go to 1 in first step, and from 0 to 2 you can go in one step, and 2 to 1, you can go in the second step. And that is why now you can see there is a probability existing for going from 0 to 1 as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm teaching to all of you, not just you. Don't worry. It is not question targeted at you. It is what I'm trying to make a point here, that maybe you cannot go from 0 to 1 in one step, but you can go in 2 steps. And at that time, this probability will become positive. In fact, you can go from 0 to 3 in 2 state of transition also. Let's see how to go from 0 to 3. The first step I will take 0 to 1, 2, and then 2 to 3. So in 2 step, I can also go to the state 3 as well. Okay. Any questions? Okay, if there are not any questions, I will stop here and we'll continue it on Thursday class. And although it is a very vast topic, but I cannot divulge a lot in details, unfortunately, because of the scope of this course, why it is not giving me my. So I will touch upon whatever is in the syllabus, but if it really interests you, you can take a course which I offer in autumn semester, stochastic process and business modeling. If you're interested, you can take that course if you are not graduating by then. So here I may not be able to go very deep. I will give you, because I need to teach queuing theory mainly. For that, I need to teach you Markov chain and continuous time Markov chain. So anyway, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, bolo.
Sir, in this gambling method, sir, if you can just go, sir.
Yes.
Sir, here the standard terminology that you have mentioned in this for p I comma I plus 1, it should be p, sir.
Is it otherwise? Okay, I'm not checked. Let me just check. So
And
let's say
p
if I go
minus
from
1 should be 1 minus p.
P1 to I plus 1 is 2. P1 to 2 is, yes, you are right. मैंने random walk वाला डाल दिया है यहाँ बिना देखे. Should be P. Thank you.
Sir.
Okay, you guys, please correct this. This is P.
And sir, this p I comma I minus 1 should be 1 minus p. So it should not be equal to.
It's not working like that random walk. Okay, my bad. I will just write it. P I comma I plus 1 is P, and P I comma I minus 1 is 1 minus P. So complete P and then P00 PNN equals to 1. This is complete, deduction of your transition probability. Thank you, Deepak.
Sir.
Any other questions, guys?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, if there are no questions, I will see you guys on Thursday and start preparing yourself for offline exams. No more notes, no more open books, nothing. Practice करना शुरू कर दो. Chalo, I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.